The point of telling this little vignette is that no matter what happens to my proposed online project, we are going to have fun.
I can attest to having fun. But tell me the truth, when Christina advised you to stay in the background, was your ego hurt a little bit?
Of course, I'm as vain and insecure as the next guy. So I went home and poured myself a full glass of Chardonnay. I brewed it a little bit and talked to myself. You know, after all, Henry Kissinger has a heavier accent than I do, and he is a great statesman. And then our great President George W. Bush, his English is worse than mine. So why should I not speak for myself?
Absolutely. Now we come to the part of the interview which interests me the most.
Yes?
I know you as a friend long enough to see that your book is substantially autobiographical, even as you have very objective viewpoints of American culture. Do you agree?
My personal viewpoints are, of course, part of the book, but all the characters are fictional.
Then what are those personal viewpoints?
To me, American culture is not an academic subject. It is something I live with every day. I do not go to the library and read up to write this book. The culture that I talk about is a combination of many years of living and experiencing and observing in this country.
Would you elaborate more?
First of all, I came to the United States at age 18 and received my undergraduate studies at a liberal arts college. The liberal arts concept that the purpose of education is essentially the fulfillment of the individual is a legacy of my college education. I consider it one of the hallmarks of American culture.
So what happened after college?
Besides being a product of liberal arts education, I belong to the baby boomer generation, which is the title of one of the chapters in my book. The struggle for equality and civil rights beginning in the 1960s is for me one of the lasting legacies of that generation.
I like that chapter in your book where you and your hippie friend Elliot recount your experiences in the 1960s and 70s. You guys had so much fun and adventures.
The second characteristic of the baby boomer generation is the emphasis of liberation. That is a big topic, so I will not discuss it here. Suffice it to say that my all-time favorite phrase used in the book is, "Let it all hang out."
You have used that phrase so often that I've lost count.
Another aspect of the baby boomers is that they refuse to get old. So you find 70-year-old baby boomers going to the Himalayas or run the marathon. Some people think it is stupid to refuse to accept aging gracefully, but that is what the baby boomers, myself included, do.
I actually admire that never say die spirit of your generation. Are there other personal elements that influence your choice of material and interpretation of your book?
Well, I am an immigrant, so I have a spiritual affinity to the American pioneers who came to the New World a few centuries ago to explore, to take chances, to struggle, and to find freedom. As you read through my book, you will find that one of my favorite phrases in the book is, "No guts, no glory."
I also am an immigrant myself. I moved here with my parents when I was 10. I can identify with what you're saying.
Recently, Thomas Friedman, the best-selling New York Times author, advised young Americans to adopt an immigrant spirit of taking risks, innovating, and be hard driving, because relying on the American legacy and sitting on past laurels will not get them far in global competition. I share Friedman's vision completely.
Last but not least, I'd like to ask why among your skits in the book, quite a few are about men and women relationships.
Well, that is due to my readers. being mostly young people. When one is young, and I have been there, men and women relations are a very important, relevant subject. My course reflects that reality, but overall I still keep a balance.
What will you be doing next to bring your project to fruition?
I do have a business plan and marketing strategy, but those are secondary concerns right now. There are challenges, but I'm learning new things and having fun thanks to you and all my friends who give their support.
Well, it's a pleasure working with you. You are very awesome.
Same here.